This program assigns junior custodial acoustic technicians to Corridor F for nightly silence maintenance. The role is classified under Interior Environment Cohesion Grade 3. Work occurs during standard nocturnal cycle 2307 to 0418. Primary objective is to sustain the prescribed negative 41 decibel gradient from node S to node N. Secondary objective is to record resonance deviations prior to threshold exceedance. Technicians operate individually and are accountable for an 8-segment stretch measuring 92 meters. Prior training assumed includes baseline paracoustic handling, standard corridor navigation, and minor lumen suppression. Completion of Cohort Y 4-day hush practicum is required. Clearance lens 2A must be current. Familiarity with subliminal spill management protocols is expected, although not reenacted during shift. Health status must register under Pulse Differential Index 0.6. Personnel must demonstrate capacity to hold breath for 19 seconds without distress. Gloves and visor are issued at intake and returned at shift end. The final prerequisite is documented exposure to compound K earlier than week 28 of tenure. Supervisors accept no waiver on any of these items. The equipment cache for Corridor F is stored in Cabinet 6A adjacent to the south vestibule. Each unit removes items only recorded under their badge designation. Standard kit includes one paracoustic meter, Model 9K. The paracoustic meter Model 9K is issued one per technician and marked with red tape and a note reading replace if reading exceeds 4. A set of 2 graphite mufflers rated at 78 fons is supplied. One micro-resonance probe length 11 centimeters is required for floor seam sampling. Sealant sticks type Gray 11 are kept in bundle form of 7 per shift. Resonance log tablets version 3.5 are preloaded with shift identifiers. One vent baffle wrench set calibrated to torque 1.9 Newton meters is provided. Surface tracer chalk color muted teal is included for temporary marking. 2 low lumen inspection torches output 27 lux each are mandatory. Protective drape squares 35 by 35 centimeters are folded in sequence order. Verify battery indicators on all active devices. Register within the green field prior to corridor entry. If any graphite muffler emits residual hum brighter than 1800 Hz, the item is quarantined. Document missing inventory immediately, then proceed using redundancy lane allocation. Phase 1 patrol alignment begins at node S precisely 2311 following lumen drop event. Walk at constant velocity 0.83 meters per second while holding paracoustic meter 95 centimeters above floor. Record baseline gradient every 8.4 meters on the resonance log tablet. Stop only when the meter display alternates between dark and pale fields twice consecutively. Apply 1 graphite muffler over vent slot number sequence even only. Proceed to Phase 2 local damp insertion after reaching panel 32E. Insert micro-resonance probe into floor seam until blue band disappears from view. Note the emitted trace color on the probe stem and photograph if irregular speckling appears. If probe vibration exceeds gentle thrumming, retract and mark seam with muted teal cross before continuing. Sealant stick Gray 11 is pressed along seam at pressure 0.7 bar converted by hand weight. Allow sealant to dull from sheen to matte before advancing. Phase 3 gradient confirmation starts once sealant matte state is stable across 2 adjacent seams. Remeasure decibel values at identical points logged in Phase 1 and calculate differential. The condition to proceed is achieved when differential displays a soft green outline on the tablet summary field. Absence of soft green outline requires immediate repetition of Phase 2 for the last 3 seams treated. Phase 4 sealing baffle calibration initiates at panel 47H. Rotate each vent baffle clockwise 3 degrees using the wrench set calibrated earlier. Confirmed torque resistance remains between 1.87 and 1.93 Newton meters. Values outside this range require supervisor review and must be entered in anomaly logline 46. Hold breath during each adjustment window lasting no longer than 9 seconds to prevent pulse interference. Phase 5 harmonic null test employs both low-lumen torches set perpendicular to wall surface. Shine beams until overlapping produces a violet interference fringe measuring 6 millimeters. Listen for micro-reverberations under 31 Hz and document duration. The acceptable window is 0.17 to 0.23 seconds. Any reading longer or shorter is entered under code 9D and site is tagged for nightly oversight. Phase 6 residual sweep completes the operational segment. Pass the graphite muffler across remaining wall apertures at consistent pace, 0.52 meters per second. Meter should display alternating pale field every 7 seconds with no audible output. Staggered hum indicates latent cross resonance and must be logged with a yellow diagonal mark on surface tracer chalk. Complete sweep at node N and stand motionless until meter field remains dark for 12 seconds. Verification begins immediately after residual sweep completion. Measure final corridor gradient at 5 standard checkpoints spaced exactly 18.3 meters apart. Acceptable gradient is -41 to -42 decibels across all points. Inspect sealant edges for uniform matte appearance without fissure or microgloss. Confirm vent torque remains within earlier range with spot test of 2 random units. Cross-compare resonance log tablet data against baseline stored on Institute Server Cluster 5. Discrepancy tolerance is plus or minus 1/10 decibel. Exceeding tolerance invokes escalation to Environmental Phasing Department. Playback harmonic null recordings through analysis module and confirm duration matches captured field entry. Visual evidence, such as teal crosses or yellow diagonals, must match digital entries. If mismatch found, replicate inspection once, then submit variance form. Final status is marked complete only after automated checksum returns code 00219. Archive all tablet logs in shelf slot 14C by 04H7. Return physical tools to cabinet 6A and power down meters. Sign out using hollow terminal with biometric scan to close shift ledger. Standard attire is gray hush suit generation 2 with integrated ear damping inserts. Gloves grade 4B must remain on whenever touching sealant or vent hardware. Visor shield stays lowered during all torch operations. Do not allow exposed skin to contact floor seams post-sealant while material is in transition phase. Respiratory masks are donned only during baffle calibration due to particulate drift. Avoid leaning against corridor walls to prevent latent resonance transfer. Following the events of Quarter 3, the precaution of double glove layering during probe extraction was added. Batteries are swapped using insulated tongues to prevent pulse contamination. Dispose of any muffler that emits warmth detectable through gloves. Keep personal devices powered off within 7 meters of active corridor zone. Any sensation of ear pressure drop is grounds for immediate corridor exit to the blue bay. Report minor lacerations even if blood is not visible. Eyes must remain open during harmonic tests to avoid subconscious compensation. Silence is mandatory for the entire shift except when logging. Loss of orientation is resolved by following floor stripe until next illuminated marker. Supervisors observe each technician through ceiling-mounted vector mics that translate body motion into compliance metrics. Entry and exit times are recorded to the second and compared to cohort median drift. Tool handling sequences are reviewed for deviation from prescribed order. Log tablet entries are scanned for forbidden stutters. Gradient stability over time is plotted and assigned efficiency percentages. Breath interval regularity is measured during baffle work. Sealant application pressure is inferred from acoustic microsignatures left in the material. Incident thresholds that required supervisor review are rewatched at triple speed for micro-hesitation detection. The last element of performance assessment is disposition and compliance.